The girl nearly tripped over the mask that had fallen off. But just as she was about to hit the ground, she quickly put on the mask and transformed into a cat. While resting in a corner, the girl was picked up by the boy she liked. This was the first time the girl, in her cat form, had such intimate contact with the boy she adored. As a human, she had always been a follower of the boy but had never been acknowledged. The boy, however, was unaware of the cat's true identity. He had always treated the cat as a good friend, confiding in it. One day, on her way home, the girl saw the fat cat who had given her the mask again. The fat cat began to tempt her, urging her to discard her hypocritical human mask and live as a cat. Although being a cat allowed her to be close to the boy she liked, the girl preferred her human self. So, the fat cat had no choice but to leave. Later, the girl often fantasized about her life with the boy after marriage. For her, being with the boy and forming a family would free her from all her current troubles. To indulge her fantasies, she would transform into a cat every day and show up at the boy's house on time, playing with him and talking to him. One day, while at school, the girl overheard someone gossiping about the boy. She couldn't bear it and impulsively climbed over the railing and jumped down from the second floor. Her classmates were terrified, but fortunately, she was not seriously injured. At that moment, the boy rushed over to ask about her condition. The girl became infatuated all over again, as if all her injuries no longer hurt. Then, the boy offered to share his lunch with her as a gesture of gratitude. This experience excited the girl for the entire day, as it was, from a human perspective, their first date. Still filled with excitement, she transformed into a cat once more and went to the boy's house to listen to him vent about his troubles. That day, after returning home, the girl planned to muster up the courage to confess her feelings to the boy. But to her utter surprise, just as she was ready with her letter and approached the boy, a classmate snatched the letter away and read it out loud in front of the entire class. As a result, the girl was rejected by the boy she liked, and all the emotions she had been suppressing for months erupted. The boy had no idea that the cat who had been with him for months was the very girl he had just rejected. Then, the girl hid at home and began to cry quietly. Although her stepmother noticed something was wrong, the girl immediately put on a brave face when confronted. But when her stepmother tried to comfort her, the girl suddenly shouted at her. She hated everyone in her family. If they really cared about her, her father wouldn't have divorced her mother, and they wouldn't have started a new family. In the end, the girl completely lost her mind. After a fit of venting, she grabbed the mask and jumped off the balcony. By the time her parents rushed out, she was already gone. Do you think the girl's actions were right?